see, a night where your team battles back in, just sort of the battle level overall you guys are looking for and at this point in the season?
Yeah, for sure. I think I don't think we started with the same energy that we needed to kind of counter what they were doing. I think they've played well of late, and they're a veteran team that's been in the playoffs before and knows what it takes, and they kind of took it to a new level tonight in the first, and we were okay, but I thought as the game got on, we got our legs back going. We got feisty on pucks and obviously created some power plays for ourselves and capitalized on a big goal there at the end of the second, and had a great third and able to get a big 2 points.
You feel good? There were a couple of power plays there where you had some back-to-back pretty big saves. Feeling it pretty good on a night like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it for the last few weeks now. I feel like my game's the best it's been all season long, and I want to continue that in the most important games of the year. I want to be my best, the best I can be at this time of the season when it means the most. That's the most fun to play in. Obviously, there's ups and downs through the whole course of the season. You got to stay as even keel as possible, and right now it's going well, and you just got to ride it while it's hot.
You have the personnel to win the pretty games with lots of goals and beautiful plays and all that, but can you succeed if you can't win games like this one?
No.
That's it.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think we've seen our team when we've tried to outskill teams and outscore teams, and it works for maybe a game or two here or there. But consistently, it doesn't give yourself a chance to win on any given night. It doesn't give yourself a chance to make the playoffs, let alone be a good team in the playoffs. And I think this team's figuring that out slowly, but we're figuring it out at important times of the season when we need to win games and need to move up in the standings, and I feel like our team's starting to figure out that there's a certain way this team needs to play, and if we play like that, we have a good chance of winning hockey games, and it's fun to win.
You said you're playing well. Are you doing anything different?
No.
From the beginning, like in October, you're playing as well as you did then when the team. Or was
No, I think my game's better than it was at the start of the season. To be honest, I think I went through a little dip there and. December, it's always going to, there's always moments in seasons when that's going to happen, but try not to get too frustrated at those down points and try to stay, like I said, trying to stay as even as possible. The ebbs and flows of the league are so, they can be so drastic if you put that much extra pressure on yourself when it's not going well, and when it's going good, you don't want to take that for granted either and start slacking on the things that made you, successful in the past. So I think it's a even balance of being confident and not being overconfident, and when you're down, not too down. And I had some of my great years in Arizona and learned probably the most I've learned throughout the course of my whole career. And I had Sean Burke there, and he always told me it's never as good as it seems and it's never as bad as it seems. And that's kind of always been, since he told me that, it makes a lot of sense, and I've kind of always hung on to that one, and it's true.
You look like you're on the tip-in goal. You look like, oh man, that was a good tip-in, because you tipped it in from here down the second goal. Is that what you were thinking?
No, I wasn't thinking that, and those plays are hard because you don't want to, not play for the shot coming through, and then a stick's in there too. So, he made a great play to kind of spin off Benny there, and I think Hamhuis made a good shot, kind of cross-body going there, and it was a screen. I kind of had an idea where it was going, but the guy made a good tip there, and unfortunately it got through. But doesn't really matter to me now. It's the 2 points are huge for our group right now, and the goals I could care less about.